Greatest hits of all time.
Across the coast, this is Silk FM. Real music for real people.
You nearly ready?
Nearly ready?
You done your hair?
Well, yes, of course. Now that I know you've got the camera on.
Shh. That's not a camera watching you, honestly. Oh, that stopped, didn't it?
That stopped very suddenly.
Shall we go?
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to the show. Hello, welcome to the show.
This is Silk FM.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
Well, what's that remind? That's an actually. Shut up.
You gotta do it right, Andy.
Hey?
You gotta do it right.
It shouldn't have come on that then. Lady Gaga should not have come on then.
Well, you know what? I think you should have a strong word with her. I think you want to go out there and say to her, look, you don't come in here until I cue you.
Exactly. Let's start again.
Do it.
Seconds away, tape 2.
Northern Bloke and Essex Bird. Fridays, 3 till 5. Shut up.
It's okay. I'm going to edit it anyhow. It's going to go out online, so it'll be edited.
It's been a while since I heard that.
Oh. Have you missed me?
I've missed you terribly.
How long's it been?
Well, by my calculation, I think it was June of last year.
So it's over a year?
It's just over a year.
Goodness. Now this PC is saying to me the newest Windows feature update is here. Restart
Whoopee.
now.
Great timing, Windows.
Doesn't it drive you around the bloody bend? I hate Windows 10. Hate it. So you had a good year?
Had a brilliant year, actually.
And they said we wouldn't be back, didn't they?
They did, and here we are.
We are.
We're showing them all.
They can't keep a good thing down, can they?
Too many of you asked, and thank you for that. We really appreciate the little fan club, or not the fan club, but you guys know what I mean. Thanks for being loyal. Thanks for being true. Thanks for listening to us.
Got to say, you're looking fabulous.
As always.
Now, listen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a close-up on you. Now, you can't watch this online yet, but you will be on our YouTube channel.
Oh, again?
Did you nearly swear then?
I nearly did.
No, because we tried streaming it live, and I'm sorry, in Spain, Costa del Sol, Marbella.
Yep.
Bloody awful, isn't it?
It is. We've got dreadful internet here.
Especially when all the tourists are here.
Well, everybody's draining the power.
They're all over, aren't they?
You can't get parked. Don't start me off.
I don't actually think it's as busy as it was last year.
You know, it's funny, it seems that way, because you go into Fingarola and you can't get parked anywhere, but yet, where are all the people?
Bravo.
Am I getting a bravo?
Real radio.
Playing it one more time.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Don't worry, I'll get used to it by the time the 2 hours is
Some of the
up.
corniest I think I've heard.
Listen, I haven't done this for a long time. At my age, I quickly forget.
Retro is good. Let's bring it back.
Well, it's going to be retro. Silk FAME is a retro station, remember it?
Yeah. Bring it back.
Back to our roots, darling. Was that back to the 70s or the 80s, Bananarama?
You're not going to start putting me on dates, are you? I think it was the 70s, though.
Bananarama?
Yeah, I think so.
You think? I think it's more 80s.
You know what? It was so long ago now, it's a blur.
When were you in the US of A?
I was in the United States from 81 till 96.
And you remember that?
I tried to put it out of my head, to be fair.
From 81 to what? 96?
Yep.
You were there a long time, weren't you?
15 years.
Took them long enough to kick you out, didn't it?
Finally got my green card.
Did you?
I sure did.
Yeah, that's when you were working in the porn business, wasn't it?
Can I just say P-A-W-N, not P-O-R-N?
Was it Posh Porn? Have you seen that programme on,
yes, I have.
on Channel 4?
Very similar.
Unbelievable, isn't it, the stuff they flog?
You know what, I find myself screaming at that sometimes because you think, there was once when the computers went down and the guy had to fill the forms in, like, by hand.
Yeah.
And I used to do that all the time. It was before we had computers in the shops.
And
And it was like,
when I were a lad.
When I were a lass.
How do we manage without computers?
I don't know.
Yeah, the first radio show I did was with turntables.
Really?
And there was a dog in the corner barking down the speaker.
I thought you was going to say a big gramophone.
It was. I had to keep winding it up. A bit like I do with you, you know. Not much has changed. Actually, it was a lot easier with records. 45s was much easier. All these MP3s and...
yeah, you had 45s, 33s, 78s, yeah.
And what was the other one? There was another one. There was 78s, 45s, 33s, and what was the other?
Was it 16 or something?
Oh, you're showing your age. But what were they used for?
I've got no clue. I only ever used the other three.
I think... you used 78s, did you?
Well, not actually used 78s, but my mum was a band singer. And my mum sang with Ronnie Scott and Johnny Dankworth.
Did she
And
really?
We had a 78 of my mother with my man on one side, the man I love on one side.
What,
and
Tony was on
Misbehaving
one side,
the
was
other.
he? Tony on one side.
Tony?
You said the man I love.
Oh, no, you know, someday he'll come along, that one.
Oh, that one, right.
Yeah.
We've got a beautiful close-up of you on the camera here.
Gosh.
It's not going out live, don't worry. It's going to be on our YouTube channel later, so but we can edit it.
I'm going to go in the bathroom in the break and sort of, get rid of a few blackheads.
We need makeup, don't we, really? We need a makeup lady. If we're going to be on telly, I want a makeup lady. Unfortunately, my close-up camera doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, well, now I wonder why.
Well, it should have 4 cameras on here, and there's only 2 working. So
always the case.
what can I do about it?
Make a fool out of Essex,
What can
and
I
I'll
do
stay
about it?
well out of it.
Right, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yep.
Oh gosh, I've been absolutely inundated with visitors since March.
Well, I tell you, you're when you will run an Airbnb hostel like you have.
I feel like I am. I think I should get an APTA license.
I think you need one. I'd charge them if I were you.
I've got more guests on Sunday.
Really?
Yep. They're not staying with us this time. They've actually got a villa in Allara.
Oh, Allara.
But they every time they come over, they always come and visit us, and so we're doing Sunday with them and their kids.
Right, and then you're going to go up to their villa in Allara, are you?
No. Then Clacton's back.
Is she coming back,
Clacton's
Clacton?
back next week.
Clacton returns to the coast.
Yeah, the Hurricane Clacton is back next week. Then we go away to Benidorm, and then my youngest boy's coming out.
I love Benidorm. I was in Benidorm in November.
Love a bit of Benidorm.
I'm looking at our listeners here. We've got a couple of listeners in Benidorm. Hello, listener in Benidorm. Well, it says Alicante, so...
Hello, Alicante.
That's Benidorm, isn't it?
Love it up there. Albia, La Lucia. Hello to everybody up there.
Were you speaking Spanish then, or...?
There's little towns up near Benidorm.
Is it? Say it again.
There's La Lucia.
La Licia.
La Lucia.
Nicia.
No. N-U-C-E-A. La Lucia.
Nucia.
Yes.
Nucia.
Nucia.
It's your Spanish again with,
There's
with an
Albia.
Essex accent. Like what was it you said the other day? Madre mia.
Madre mia.
You said Madre mia.
That's what I said.
And I said that's not Spanish.
It is to me.
It's Madre mia.
It's Madre.
I thought you were speaking Italian, didn't I?
Well, I learned Spanish in Los Estados Unidos, no en España.
Yeah, I know. That was in... No, you didn't. You learned it in LA from all the blooming...
That's what I just said, the United States.
Mexicanos.
Yep.
They don't speak proper Spanish, do they?
Of course they do.
Right. Shall we have our competition again? Shall we do... You remember our competition we used to do?
Go on.
Right. When were you out of the UK? You were out in the 80s.
Oh, now this isn't fair. You do that onto me on purpose. 81 to 96, I was not around, so you're going to put some random British person that had a one-hit wonder.
No, I'll give you a clue, right?
Go on.
Beat the intro, right? It's 1989, this one.
Okay.
It's not a random person.
Okay.
And it wasn't a one-hit wonder.
Right.
Okay, so let's just fade that out. You know, this is taxing my brain today. 1989, come on. You can see the smoke coming out of your ears. Let's put a close-up on you, and then we see the smoke coming out of your ears.
Is it Love in the First Degree?
No, I think we just played that, haven't we?
That's what I thought. I thought you were
From that
playing it
era.
again.
Jason Donovan, Too Many Broken Hearts.
Oh, God, no, I missed all of that Jason Donovan thing.
Too late. 2 points to me. Ding, ding.
You know what? You're a terrible cheat.
I'm fading you out. And there we go there, 1989, that one. That's 2 points to me, none to you. Jason
You're
Donovan.
such a cheat. I'm not even going to play this game. I've told you that before.
Well, tough. I'm in charge. I'm sorry I've had to put the aircon on. I'm absolutely sweltering. What's going on here?
It's called Summer.
I know it's called
It's
summer.
called August in Spain Summer.
I know it is, but it's more moist than usual.
I mean, I have to agree. I am quite moist here myself.
You're looking incredibly moist, I must say.
know.
Right, because this isn't live on the video channel at the moment, it's going to go on the YouTube channel. Essex has got some fans, haven't you? And
I have. I do want to do a call out. I've got a couple of call outs, but there's a little group I belong to on Facebook, of course, and they're called Ladies of Spain, and I've not long been on this group.
Ladies of what?
Ladies of Spain.
Oh, all right, go on.
And I got to say, they are some of the loveliest ladies. They really, really are. I've never met any of them, but they've made me very welcome. And every day you have a smile. They always like tell you something funny or whatever's going on in their life. It's very supportive. So just want to say hello to all the ladies of Spain. Denise Weston, she's asked me if you've got Despacito. What is it about Despacito?
What's Despacito?
It's a. You haven't heard Despacito?
Oh, that one that's been #1 for months.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
No, we're an oldies station.
Have another choose, Denise. I'm sure we'll have to find it somewhere.
We will have to find it. But, you know that song, do you not think it's a very sexist song, though? And no, I'll tell you why.
I think it's sexy.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great song. I love it. I'm sure Justin Bieber doesn't know a word he's singing about.
Probably not.
But
it's hot.
a friend of mine, his daughter, a friend of mine put the video on his Facebook page or whatever, and his daughter, who's in her 20s, she kicked off about it. She said, no, it's a disgusting song. It's very sexist. So... come on, translate it.
I think we'll have to translate the words and see what all the words mean. But Despacito, as you know, means slowly.
Slowly, Despacito.
Yes, and I think it's very sexy.
I thought it was singing Desperado.
It's funny, but every time apparently anybody goes to a disco, or they don't call them discos, clubs or whatever. And
A discotheque.
I've got other friends that are presenters, and the first one they're asked for is Despacito.
You've got friends
I've got lots of friends.
who are
darling.
presenters.
Lots of friends.
Real live presenters.
Real life presenters.
You know, you are a real celeb chaser, you aren't you?
Yes, so I've been told.
You are a real celeb chaser. Right, let's get back to our compo, shall we?
Let's do it.
Now, come on, you'll get this one. 1989. Right, you listening? You're not looking. Look, you're not entering into the spirits here.
No, because you always play something that's really obscure, and you know it's British only, and I was away. So
This isn't
give me a
obscure,
chance.
right? And this lady was also huge in
Are we
America.
talking a huge star or
Oh.
huge in herself?
We're talking huge star,
Okay.
just like us.
Let's
darling.
do it.
You'd be chasing her, actually.
I might know her.
You'd be chasing her. We've got another blank look here.
Do you know, I could sing you the whole song, I know the words, and her name is just, like, gone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more for me.
Go on.
Lovely Lisa Stansfield, of course.
Of course. Lisa Stansfield.
I thought you'd forgotten already.
No, I'm not that blonde.
I thought you were having another senior moment.
No.
Made #1 in I've forgotten the blooming year now. What year
Yes,
did I say?
was it 89?
I think it was 1989. Lovely Lisa Stansfield. Right,
What we
listener,
like?
she's shaking her head at me and shaking her hand. You're trying to touch my
I
attention.
am. I'm trying to attract his attention, Denise, and tell him, a
Who's
Bowie
Denise?
track
Just
would
a
be-
minute.
See you go. You didn't listen.
Who's Denise?
She's one of the lovely ladies in Spain.
Hello, ladies in Spain.
Hello, ladies in Spain. Hello, Denise, Mercedes. Can she have a little Bowie, please, if it's not too much trouble?
She can have a little Bowie a bit later on. What do you think this is? A request show?
Absolutely. I told them all. If you want a request, you just message me, whatever you want.
Right. Did you say Mercedes?
Mercedes. Yes, what a beautiful name, isn't
Mercedes.
it? Yes, like the car.
It's the same as the car.
You're going to repeat everything I say today.
Do you know anybody called Fiat
No.
or Ford?
Nope.
No?
Or Peugeot.
Are there any other names for cars?
I think Mercedes is a beautiful name.
I didn't say it was a bad name. I just had never heard anybody called
You've
it
never
before.
heard anybody called Mercedes before?
Well, no. It's a car as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Anyhow, you're listening to Northern Bloke and...
Essex Bird.
Let me find the button.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
I'm getting there.
Well done.
I'm getting used. Shall I try this one? Let's see if this one works.
Oh, you are awful, but I like you.
Right, I think we're getting there now. Right, listen, the third one in our competition. So far, the score is...
What competition? What's
the competition.
What's the prize?
Beat the intro. Beat the intro.
So
It's
what's the prize?
4 points to me and none to you at the moment. Let's see if you can redeem yourself. I'm going to have to turn
Well,
that
that's
aircon
gonna
up. I can hear it.
That's Cher.
And...
Shoop Shoop song.
And...
Is it in his kiss? No,
Go on, I'll
his
give you
eyes.
that one. Share the Shoop Shoop song bracket. It's in his kiss.
It sure is in his kiss.
So, at the end of the competition, the score's on the doors.
4-2.
4 to me, 2 to you.
Why are there only 3 questions?
We used to have
Why
four-
isn't it best out of 5?
We used to know because I get bored with H's music now. Yeah, we used to have 4 questions, didn't we? No, I'm cutting it to 3 today. I'm in charge. Plus, I can't work
We
out.
did this before. We ended up playing Trivial Pursuit in the end because I refused to play this game anymore.
Yeah, but it was the
And you
genius,
still want to go down this road.
the genius edition.
The genius edition. And you're not much of a genius, let's face it.
Right, come on. It's been a long time since we've been back together. And, you know, we've just slipped back into it, haven't we?
I know, it's lovely. It's
We've
so
just
great to be
slipped
in
back
the
into
studio
each
with
other,
you.
so we've never been apart, haven't we?
You want to be careful how you word that, you know.
What, like we've never been apart?
Yeah, you know, the whole slipping bit.
A bit like the moist bit, isn't it?
Talking of slipping,
Oh, go on.
how about slipping to sleep? I saw this thing. It's absolutely nuts. I think it's nuts.
Go on, tell us. Is it a story?
Yeah, it is a story.
Oh, let's give you...
Apparently EasyJet is to release a 10-hour jet noise album to help people sleep.
What?
Now, I don't understand how that's supposed to help you sleep.
A 10-hour jet noise.
Yeah. They're saying, have you ever been struggling to sleep and wish that you had airplane sounds to help you drift off? No, not really. Have you?
No, not at all, because actually I can't sleep on a plane.
Well, probably not, but that hasn't stopped EasyJet releasing an album, and it hopes to help people do exactly that. Apparently, the Jet Sounds album is a 10-hour album of continuous drone of airplane engine noise. That's going to be great, isn't it? Put your hand up. Who would download this? Seriously, would you go onto iTunes and download this? It's going to be in single or album format.
Run that past me again. 10 hours of jet noise.
Of soft, repetitive, ambient drone of white noise that can drown out sounds.
Right,
And gently settle the brain to aid the onset of sleep.
Right, let me say, sometimes, if I find trouble sleeping, if I put the, what do you call it, the thing on the ceiling that spins round.
A ceiling fan.
That's the word I'm thinking of. It's absolutely, it just left me. I was thinking of Vindilauter. You know what Vindilauter is?
Yeah, no.
It's German for fan.
Oh, right.
Now,
okay,
why on earth the German word suddenly? Not Cyndi Lauper, she was the singer.
The first thing that came into my head was Cyndi Lauper, I've got to say.
Listen, that's how I always remember it, actually. I think I can always remember the German for ceiling fan. Vindilauter, because it sounds like Cyndi Lauper.
You've got to associate, haven't you?
Where are we going with this?
Absolutely no idea.
Going off on one again, aren't I? Right, if I can't sleep...
I'm talking about this EasyJet.
Oh, right, sorry.
EasyJet 10-hour album.
Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
So, no, I'm asking you. Would you download the low throb of a powerful jet engine?
Would I download the low throb?
Would you?
What, if I'm having trouble sleeping?
It's for real, it's for real. The song is available to download as a single for 79p, or you can have the whole album for $7.99.
Is there a mix of it, though? Is there sort of a high-energy mix or something?
No, I've got to say, on the good side, and there is a good side.
Really?
Amazon and Google Play, with all the proceeds, is going to the Children's Sleep Charity. yes.
Where have you got this story from? This sounds like one you've made up to me.
No, I've been on a reliable news site, and apparently it is for real. Google Play and Amazon are offering like Amazon aren't making enough money, right?
And not paying any tax?
How disgusting is that? How could they earn more money this year and pay less tax than they did last year?
Did you see that on the news yesterday?
I'd like to get away with that one.
I was shouting at the news. Apparently they're based in Luxembourg or something, so
yeah,
although they've made more profits or something and they don't have to pay as much tax. How come all these multinationals can do it and yet you and I, we get a blooming bar job for €6 an hour and they tax us?
Yeah, but why should the UK say to Google, look, we want you to move your business over here so that you pay more taxes? Why should they?
Well, then let's ban it in the UK. Let's get rid of Google. Let's start our own search engine.
Well, then you're saying, then let's get rid of mangoes and let's get rid of...
Mangoes?
Anything that comes from a foreign country that...
Do you mean Nando's?
Oh, God, I wish they'd open a Nando's here, but still.
Is there not one on the Costa del Sol?
Nope, there isn't even one in Portugal, believe it or not.
Well, that doesn't surprise. Well, they're not Portuguese.
They are Portuguese.
They're not. It's not proper Portuguese stuff.
Well, it's lovely, and I miss it.
They're piri-piri chicken.
That pie and mash.
What?
Pie and mash
They
with
do.
liquor.
No, they don't do pie and mash in Nando's.
No, of course not.
What have you been on?
That's what I miss. Pie, mash and liquor and Nando's.
What smoking and what bing then? Are you binging again?
No, I got somebody going to me. Oh my God, are you going to say my name on the radio? Hello, a bit of patience. We're on for 2 hours.
It's pinging again. Who's
That's
pinging
Wesley.
at you?
I'm going to turn the pinger off.
Who is it? Wesley?
Wesley. Hello, Wesley Levy.
Wesley
in Essex.
Stop pinging at us.
Stop pinging me.
Actually, I'm
I'm
looking.
getting to you.
We've got listeners all over the blooming place here. I'm getting a bit worried because if we go above a certain number, we've only paid for a certain number on this streaming service.
That's 500,000, isn't it?
So, shut up. Yes, it is actually. You're quite right. So if we go above that, we might go off. But if we go off, just bear with us.
Switch us back on.
Yep, and it'll be on demand as well. We'll be on demand. You'll be able to listen to us.
Yes, if you've really got the urge, you can hear the show twice, three times.
And the YouTube channel.
Apparently, pictures are going up.
Right, shall we get on?
I think we should.
Essex Bird, Fridays 3 till 5. Shut up!
Right, request. That sounded David Bowie there and Ashes to Ashes. Oh, look how you're like Pavlov's dog the minute I open my mouth. You start to smile and you look in the microphone.
I've learned, over the years I've learned.
You respond to my every whim, do you?
How many times did you catch me under a desk or whatever?
I beg your pardon?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, but in the old studio,
yeah,
we had a problem with Wi-Fi, I think, one day, and I think the iPad went off, and I tried to get the Wi-Fi code back in,
yep.
and I climbed under the desk during a song.
Yep.
And you ended up putting me back on, and I banged my head on the back of that desk.
You did. And she's
never
been the same since.
You're right.
Since I caught her under that desk.
You're not wrong.
Right, listen, since we've been gone, when were we last on air? I forget. June of last year.
2016.
My God, hasn't it gone quickly? Where's the time gone?
Don't know, but we've done a lot of years though, Andy, between us, haven't we? I mean, and how many different stations?
Well, yeah, on the Costa del Sol, it's... We certainly go through some. I think what it is, once they find out, we're what we are, they get rid of us.
Well, one word out of you, they close the station down.
I tell you what, I bet we're the two oldest slappers on radio.
I bet we are
on this coast.
I bet we are, and proud of it.
How many more in the beautiful city of Marbella? Because we're in Marbella, you see. We're in Marbella according to our promotion stuff.
We're old timers.
A bit like what's his name's restaurant down the coast. That's in Marbella as well, isn't it? So we're in Marbella.
Right, yes. Oh, I see who you mean by what's his name, yes.
What's his name? We don't mention him.
No.
Not
wrong. You're not wrong, but you're... Yes.
Apparently he's back in Towie, is he?
Yes, and he's
wedding?
getting married, yeah. Well, good luck to him. You know what? To be fair, he's made himself a business down there. It's doing well. I do wish him well. I know we have a joke and a giggle. I do wish him well.
Joking apart's a great place.
And his brother with a fish and chip shop. I
believe so, yeah. Well. Chippy, across the road.
Yeah. Called the right place.
Talk about poor relation. Have you been there? Is it good chips?
Yeah, it's all right.
We went to Elliot's place.
Threatening he's going to do pie and mash.
Oh. We don't have pie and mash up north. That's just a southern thing. And liquor. What's this liquor you have on it?
It's a parsley gravy. It's fabulous.
It sounds disgusting.
And then you put loads of chilli vinegar and pepper on it.
So you'd have a cheese and onion pie.
No, it's not cheese and onion. It's minced beef and onion.
Ooh, even worse. Minced beef and onion with the what?
Mashed potatoes.
With mashed potatoes.
And green liquor.
It sounds like something you'd have at school dinners. It sounds disgusting.
I wish we had that at school dinners.
No, up north we have, we do have pie and chips, of course. Chips and gravy. Manchester's famous for its chips and gravy.
And people going in the canal naked.
Where's that come from? I told you weren't allowed to mention that. That's a. Shut up! We're not going there anyhow. It never happened. That's a vicious rumour. No, listen. Since we've been off air, Brexit's happened, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
What do you think of Brexit? What did you vote?
Should I say?
Yeah,
I voted to remain. I did vote to remain.
I did as well.
But we have to go with the general majority. We have to, bit of respect, and if that's what people want. However, I'm very, very angry.
Go on, what about?
Well, I'm angry because I wasn't given all the facts before I was asked to vote, and I think that's if you're going to vote on something that important, I think the facts should be clear on what you're voting for.
Yeah, but we're never given all the facts. That means with every general election, we're always told a pack of lies, and then they do exactly the opposite once they get in.
I'll be surprised if it happens, to be fair.
Well, they are talking about it maybe not happening now.
That's all they're doing is talking about it.
I heard from a quite reliable source, I don't reveal my sources, that, what's her name, Theresa May, She's going to be resigning the next party conference.
Oh, yay.
And then it's going to then lead to sort of a leadership thing. Probably Boris will get in.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think Boris will. But then they reckon there's going to be another referendum. A referendum.
I think there should be, and I think they should put the facts in front of the people this time. This is what you are voting for. Do you want it, yes or no?
What are the
Not all
facts?
this
Just a
confusing.
minute. What are the facts?
Well, I don't know. That's
Well,
my
you
whole
see,
point.
how can they put the facts to us if we don't know what the facts are?
Well, they should have something together. They should have some sort of a program together so that we know what's going on. It's like this 30 hours of childcare a week that, a lot of people aren't going to get.
I'm poking her in the face here with
Yes,
a
with a tickling stick.
tickling stick, and she's not responding.
I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in.
Yeah, what's happened with that childcare thing? They promised it, didn't they?
That's disgusting. They promised 30 hours of childcare a week.
Well, I don't agree with
And it turns out that nobody's going to, not a lot of them will be taking them up on it. So it's all bull on it.
I don't agree with it anyhow.
Why?
Well, because, and we're going to get into a disagreement on this, right, why, okay, both parents go out to work. They have children.
Yeah.
They miss the best years of their life.
Yeah.
They should be bringing them up between them. I'm not saying the woman or the man, but one of them should. We don't need childcare.
I think you wouldn't be saying that if you saw the nurse on TV last night who was a single parent and trying to bring up her daughter.
Well, I'm sorry, don't give me this.
She's a nurse. Sorry.
Well, we'll pay her. We pay her to stay at home then to look after her child. We can pay her to stay at home and bring up her child.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She chooses to go out there and save people's lives. Oh, Andrew, you and I are going to have a row.
No,
we are going to have a row today.
What is the point, right? What is the point of having kids? If as soon as you have
the point? Yeah, dude, you should have just stopped right there.
Yeah, what's the
What
point
is
of
the point of having
kids?
kids?
If you're going to just farm them out as soon as you have them, put them in care.
You don't farm them out.
That's what you're doing, care. Nursery care.
Sometimes people need to work in order to support their children. It's better than claiming benefits off of everybody, isn't it?
No, I disagree. I think actually if you've got a child, I think the state should pay you. Okay, the one-parent family thing, that's another thing. We won't go down there. People's circumstances.
State does pay you, though. 17 lousy quid a week. Well, it was 20-odd years ago.
Shut up. People's circumstances are different these days than they were when we were young.
Yeah, most of the people that got benefits have got big TV stereos.
Well, what? We're not talking about benefits. We're talking about childcare here.
Yes, yeah.
Why don't we, instead
we started off talking about Brexit.
I'm just not going to win this one, am I, with you? I'm going to get my tickling stick on you again in a minute. So anyhow, Brexit. Well,
bored.
Listen,
Brexit bored, I am.
Yeah, but we were all told a load of kibosh. I nearly swore then.
We're still being told a load of kibosh.
Actually, I can swear a bit now. We're not.
It's going to be so difficult at the airport, and what a load of hooey.
We were told if we voted to come out the EU, you won't be able to get pucker pies here in Costa del Sol, and you can still get them.
Yeah. What a letdown.
In fact, Iceland have got a lot more pucker pies than they used to have.
They are not cheap either.
Well, they're not cheap here, no. They're not cheap in the UK, actually, pucker pies.
I'm not a pucker pie person, to be honest with you.
Do you have Hollands pies down south?
I don't know. I'm not a big pie eater.
Unless it's got that horrible liquor.
It's got pie mash and liquor on it.
It's got that horrible liquor on it.
And they're baked on the premises.
Do they make their own pies at
these
pie and mash
do.
shops?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them are going out of business, aren't they, because of the high rates and things?
Well, apparently they're going to try and save them and make them a British heritage. They're going to give them British heritage status.
And what's going to happen to all the profit?
They're going to drop the taxes on... they're going to lower the taxes on the pie and mash shops because I believe there's only 27 that are left.
Well, that argument could be put out for traditional fish and chip shops in the north as well. Give them tax breaks. Where does it stop?
Well, I mean, a plate of pie and mash really doesn't cost that much, Andy.
No, it doesn't.
So, I mean, you've got to sell an awful lot of plates of pie and mash in order to make a profit.
How much do they sell it for? About £6, I bet, in London?
Do you know what? I haven't been for 20-odd years, so you're asking me. It was about £3, I think. 3-4 quid when
Three shillings and sixpence. You
a farthing, darling, a farthing.
Anyhow, listen, we better pay the rent a bit here, haven't we? We better have... shall we have an ad?
I think we should.
Shall we have yours?
Go on, let's do it, and then we'll have I've got to call out for somebody who's, got to do it.
How is your empire doing?
My empire's doing well.
Doing lots of Persianas still?
Yes, loads of Persianas.
Persianas. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Essex's Empire.
Add extra living space and glamour to your property with Ace of Shades, the most professional and reliable company on the Costa del Sol, supplying awnings, internal and external blinds. Sleep in comfort with our mosquito screens and feel safe with our security shutters, wreckers and scissor gates. Ace of Shades have been established for over 15 years and cover Torremolinos to Decatur Monday to Saturday and will match or beat any quote. Find Ace of Shades on Facebook. Phone 951 273 254.
Welcome to the Aldi Truth Booth, where real people reveal the truth about shopping at Aldi.
Hey, if you're only letting me use one word, I would probably say...
friendly.
It's comfortable.
Quality.
Affordable. Fast.
Excellent.
Fantastica. Convenient. Wonderful. Value.
Delicious.
Real people really do save up to 50% by switching to Aldi. Aldi, simply smarter shopping.
Northern Bloke and Essex Bird. Fridays, 3 till 5. Shut up!
Carl Courtney says, I'm listening. It's just like the old days in Arroyo. Thank you, Carl. It is a bit, isn't it?
Arroyo?
Arroyo.
Where's Arroyo?
You know, Benel.
Oh, Arroyo de la Miel.
Yes.
What does that mean in
Where
Spanish?
the last radio station was.
That was in Malaga.
He says, I'm listening. It's just like the old days in Arroyo.
It's just like the old days, Carl, but we're both...
sweating our bits off.
We are.
Very warm in this studio, I've got to say.
What was it you used to say? Sweating like Jimmy Savile in Mother Care or
no,
something?
No, sweating like a pedo in Mother Care. Sweating like a lady of the evening at a stag do.
What's a lady of the evening?
Well, you know, I'm trying to be polite.
A bros. A brass, sorry.
I thought they were brothers.
Yeah, I meant brass, didn't I?
Where did they come from? They suddenly appeared again this week, Bros.
They're being paid millions, aren't they, for a comeback?
Who are they?
Well, they were big in the 80s, weren't they? Probably when you were in the US.
Yeah, they're another one, Ed. What did they have? How many hits?
When you were working in the porn business in the US of A.
You know that there's only the one song, isn't there?
When Will I Be Famous, I think. Was that Bros?
Can you think of any others?
No.
So there's not going to be like a Bros greatest hit album?
I would imagine there probably will be. They'll do cover versions of things. I was never a big Bros fan anyhow. Well, listen. I know when you were in LA, were you working for Playboy then, or was that when you were in London?
No, that's when I was in London.
Before you went to LA? Before
I went to LA. I went to LA because I was promised a job in Las Vegas.
Oh,
at the MGM Grand.
Really? That's a posh.
Well, when Playboy closed down, I was offered a pit boss job at the MGM Grand, the old MGM Grand.
A what job?
Pit boss.
Is that working in the garage?
No. That's where you go to the tables and you take the money and change up for the customers and you deal with the croupiers.
A pit boss?
Yes, you keep track of all the croupiers on the tables.
Oh, well, that's a posh job, isn't it?
It is a posh job.
So why didn't you go?
I met my ex-husband, stayed in California, got married stupidly. Gave it all up.
So you gave up a career?
Yes, I did.
At the MGM Grand in Vegas?
Yeah.
You could be on the stage now with...
I don't think I'd be on the stage. I think I'd probably be behind a roulette table or a blackjack table, but...
Picking up the dog ends by the back door, I would think, by now.
No, darling, that's just not my style.
Have you got any stories for me?
Yes, I do.
Go on.
I do. I wanted to talk to you about that glamour model that got abducted. Have you seen that?
Glamour model got abducted?
That Chloe Ayling.
Oh, yeah, I read about it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
From Coulsdon in South London.
Coulsdon.
She got lured to Milan on a fake photo shoot on July 11th, and then she was held hostage for 6 days near Turin.
Yeah, near Tourette's.
Near Tourette's. Now, she was allegedly drugged, and she said that, you know, she would have been auctioned as a sex slave on the dark web.
That happened to me
once. Well, I managed to escape, darling.
But,
I don't know. I mean, did you see this girl on the news?
No, I didn't.
Well, she said it was really hard to be sympathetic. She's out front of the house, and she's posing, and, you know, it's like, I don't know how much of it I bought. She went out on a shoe buying trip, apparently, with the kidnapper.
She went on a what?
A shoe buying trip.
What, in Milan?
Supposedly. I mean, would you not scream for help? I would make the biggest scene in a shop.
Yeah, but at what point did she know she was going to be sold on the dark web?
Well, at what point after you've been kidnapped do you know that you've been kidnapped?
It doesn't make sense to me, none of it.
It just doesn't, nothing seems to tie up with this, so I'm just wondering if there's, you know, this is a bit when will I be famous?
So you've not got any...
This is a bit bros for me.
You've not got any inside info on this?
No, I've got no inside info on this. I just find it all a bit strange.
You've not been stalking her to find out?
I don't stalk people, darling. They stalk me.
You are the well-known celebrity stalker on this coast. Believe me, if she gets a whiff of a celeb coming into Malaga Airport, she's there.
Yeah, really.
She's there, hanging around.
Like a bad smell. Like a fart in an elevator.
Right. That's Judrinda's, isn't it?
I know. He's dead.
Eh? Oh, I know.
I know he's dead.
We know you know he's dead. Rinda, right? I can smell bullshit like farting in an elevator. That's what he says, isn't it? Oh, no,
I married Stacey Solomon's dad. No, not me personally. I didn't marry him. I was the marriage registrar at his wedding.
She got me a bit worried then. Oh my God, your camera's just gone an incredible close-up. Let's get away. You see all your spots.
Oh no, I don't like that. Right, you're going to do this request for this lovely young man.
Yeah, go on. Lovely young man. Hello, young man.
Well, I mean, when I knew him, he was a young man, but and I'm sure I'm going to get text on this.
He's aged a bit, has he?
How old are you now, Wesley? Wes, this is going out for you.
He's matured, has he?
He's matured very nicely, I might say. He still looks a bit.
Yeah? Mm. How old is he?
I think he's got to be in his 40s.
That's not old.
No, I didn't say it was old, but...
That's a mere child.
Well, yeah, compared to you, anything's a mere bloody child.
Compared to you as well, dear.
You're as ancient as Methuselah, you.
Methuselah's granddad, that's me.
So he's requested Love Train.
By the OJs.
By the OJs.
Right, so I have to quickly...
Good song.
No, it is a good song, actually. It was a bit of a Northern Soul one as well, isn't it?
Love a bit of Northern Soul, as you know.
Might even dance to it, mightn't we?
Might do.
Is it not carver time yet?
Yeah, it is creeping around in 6 minutes.
Good, I need my carver today.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the fridge?
It is in the fridge. We're going to open it and pop it.
You brought the posh stuff.
I thought, well, first show back.
Yeah.
Let's break out the good stuff.
So she's brought Freshinet, listener.
That crap you used to bring to the other station.
I never brought crap. Never. I don't drink crap. Right, go on. Read out this request again.
Okay, this is going out to Wes Levy, who's in Essex, and it's Love Train, especially for you.
And apparently it's still a bit hot, although it's...
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Hey!
E-bygum, love.
E-bygum, Chuck.
Greatest hits of all time.
Across the coast, this is Silk FM. Real music for real people.